Did Khloe Kardashian steal Tristen Thompson from Larsa Pippen? Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. Khloe Kardashian was just exposed by Larsa Pippen, and the entire internet is going wild. Here is how Kim's ex-best friend dragged Khloe through the mud. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button if you love the Kardashian-Jenner drama and want to get all the newest updates about the reality TV family. What would the Kardashian-Jenner sisters be without their non-stop drama and scandals? And just when we thought the reality TV sisters couldn't get into more controversies, their former best friend exposed them all. Those who have been keeping up with the Kardashians know that for nearly a decade, the sisters were really close with the TV personality Larsa Pippen. Larsa, who was married to the NBA player Scottie Pippen, was almost like a sister to the Kardashians. Kim and Larsa were once even considered to be inseparable. But as the years went by, fans noticed how the Kardashian-Jenner sisters suddenly let Larsa disappear in the background. Bye. Pippen was no longer a prominent figure in the KUWTK world, and by the summer of 2020, the reality TV sisters had even unfollowed Larsa on social media. And while no one really knew what happened between these socialites, it looks like Larsa herself is ready to speak up. In a shocking interview with the Hollywood Raw podcast, Scottie's ex-wife exposed the entire Kardashian family, including Kanye. Here's what Kim's former best friend said about how Khloe turned out to be the bad guy. On November 10th, 2020, Larsa Pippen went on the Hollywood Raw podcast to clear the air about the reality TV family. During her tell-all interview, Larsa spoke candidly about what really went behind the scenes and why she's no longer speaking to influencers. Kim's ex-best friend started her interview by shading Khloe Kardashian and her boyfriend, Tristen Thompson. Larsa explained how she was actually dating Tristen when Khloe stole him from her. Check out what Pippen had to say about Coco and how she feels about having her man stolen by her friend. I was kind of seeing Tristen before Khloe or any of them knew he existed. I was seeing him. I had him come to LA. I brought him to a party Kim had. I introduced him to all of them. Then a week later or 10 days later, he started seeing Khloe, which is fine. I don't even care. It's whatever. I'm the type of person that doesn't chase what's not for me. I will never chase a man. I will never put a leash on a man. I don't do that. I feel like, let you be great. If you want to be with other people, go ahead. I'm great by myself. Exposed Larsa. Yikes. We didn't see that coming, especially considering how Khloe K dragged Jordyn Woods through the mud for basically doing the exact same thing she did to Larsa. And if you think we're over-exaggerating, here's what some fans had to say about this love triangle. So let me get this straight. Larsa Pippen was dating Tristen Thompson, but he started messing with Khloe behind Larsa's back a week after she introduced them. And all this happened while Larsa was still married and Tristen had a pregnant girlfriend. But it's Jordyn Woods who was bullied? So once again, Khloe Kardashian, you was mad at Jordyn for doing the same thing you did at Larsa Pippen, and y'all both proceeded to drag her through the mud, knowing that he had already been passed around in y'all's circle LMFAO. Larsa Pippen spilled really good tea. So Khloe started hooking up with Tristen while Larsa still was really messed up. She had everyone feeling badly for herself when Jordyn did the same thing to her. But while Larsa claims she was dating Tristen when Khloe stepped in, the NBA player denies the whole thing. You see, in July of 2019, Tristen Thompson's ex-girlfriend and the mother of his first child, Jordan Craig, tried to expose the basketball player. According to Craig, she and Tristen were still together when Khloe made her relationship public with Thompson. Not only were Jordyn and Tristen dating at the time, but Craig was also a few months pregnant with his first child. And while Jordyn claims she and Tristen were still together, both Khloe and Tristen deny those claims. In the summer of July 2019, Tristen broke his silence by publicly tweeting what went down behind the scenes. With 2 simple tweets, the NBA player tried to finally set the record straight. When I met Khloe, I was single. The negative comments that are constantly being directed towards her are unnecessary. She does not deserve all this backlash for my wrongdoings. Both Khloe and Jordyn have been nothing but great mothers to my kids. I have spent the last few months training for my upcoming NBA season and making sure that I am in the best shape possible. I have not been on vacations at all this summer, and the current rumors spreading are 100% false. And if Tristen's testimony wasn't enough, Khloe also chimed in to help settle the drama. A few days later, Khloe backed up her ex-boyfriend by going on Insta stories and confessing the truth. My truth is, I met Tristen because he chose to go on a blind date with me. A mutual friend set us up. After going on some dates, Tristen told me that he had an ex that was pregnant. Obviously, I was reluctant about us continuing to date or start a relationship. He pleaded with me that the relationship was over long before we met. He had me talk with his most inner circle, his best friends, business associates, and even his mother told me him and his ex were broken up before we met. And so, while both Khloe and Tristen claimed the NBA player was single in 2016 when they met, according to Larsa Pippen, that's not the case. But while some focused on Khloe stealing Tristen away from Pippen, others were angry at Coco for her immature behavior. Those that remember, back in 2019, Tristen Thompson was caught kissing Kylie's best friend Jordyn Woods. Even though Jordyn swears nothing happened beyond the kiss, she did forget to inform Khloe about the incident. The Kardashian sisters learned about the cheating scandal after it was posted all over the internet. And even though Woods tried to apologize to Khloe and Kylie, True's mother wanted nothing to do with her anymore. And using her giant platform and her millions of followers, Khloe decided to drag Jordyn all over social media. Why are you lying at Jordyn Woods? If you're gonna try and save yourself by going public instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story. BT dubs, you are the reason my family broke up. As you see, Khloe was quickly called out by her fans for mishandling the situation. Especially considering how Kardashian stole Tristen Thompson away from her friend Larsa. And if you're confused about this entire cheating scandal, don't worry, because Jordyn Woods is stunned as well. As soon as Larsa's tell-all interview went online, thousands of fans started wondering how Jordyn was handling this messy situation. Hearing Larsa confess how Khloe stole her boyfriend struck a nerve with die-hard Jordyn fans. And after begging Woods for a comment, fans of the 24-year-old model finally saw Kylie's ex-best friend respond to Larsa's interview with 4 simple words. Jordyn dragged Larsa, Khloe, and Tristen all in one tweet. "Make it make sense," tweeted Kylie's former best friend, who was hypocritically exiled from the Kardashian-Jenner family. But Jordyn's shadiness didn't stop there. Kylie's ex-BFF made sure to be extra salty by liking some memorable tweets. If you go to Jordyn's official Twitter page, you'll see the model taking a dig at the Kardashian-Jenner sisters by favoriting some tweets, including, "So, she was projecting her own guilt onto young-ass Jordyn. Got it." Jordyn Woods is like the definition of making the best out of a bad situation. Cheers to prosperity and new endeavors. And if that's not being shady, we don't know what is. But now that we know how Jordyn felt about Larsa's confession, let's see how the Kardashian-Jenner sisters are handling this mess. According to an insider source, Khloe was unfazed by Pippen's tell-all interview. Not only have the sisters ignored Larsa on social media platforms, but they haven't even made an official comment about her Hollywood Raw podcast episode. All we know is that a close source of the reality TV family made a comment about the Kardashian sisters' reactions. Here is what the source said. "They think she's trying to stay relevant, and Kim doesn't appreciate the accusations regarding Kanye. The family is very protective over one another, and all feel like she's violated their privacy by dishing out details to the public. Khloe doesn't believe Larsa was dating Tristen before her. Larsa knew Tristen, but they were never dating." Another source was quick to call out Larsa for trying to create a toxic environment around the sisters. "They all think Larsa is toxic energy," said the source about Larsa. Maybe Larsa slowly became an enemy to the Kardashians after she realized Khloe had stolen Tristen from her. But just like any other Hollywood scandal, there are 2 sides to the story. The first side is Larsa's side, where she claims she was dating Tristen Thompson before Khloe. And then there's Tristen's side, where he swears he was single when he met the Kardashian sister. And as both sides seem equally believable, we want to know what you think about this complicated and messy love triangle. So, who do you believe? Did Khloe steal Tristen Thompson away from Larsa Pippen? Should Khloe and Larsa apologize to Jordyn Woods? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.